There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Here we come, brothers, here we come. That's the fun part of owning the Himalayan. Man, this is crazy. This is simply crazy. We'll see him through first, because we don't want any kind of drama. Hey, Mail! Woo! There we go, there we go. That's a peacock, fellas. That's a peafowl, I guess. Ah, missed it. Missed the fella. It's just so much fun. Okay, buddies, so this is Ben, and this is where I am at now. Crazy, isn't it? With another friend on his Himalayan. This is the 2020 version, the brand new version with the tripper or the navigation system, the turn-by-turn navigation system. And of course there's a lot of goodies that have been incorporated, additions to the machine. But then again, this video is not going to be about that. This video is going to be a highly anticipated video. Tires! Climbing the mountains. There we go. Royal Enfield Himalayan. What can you do? I will just run a clip of me climbing a small hill with these tires, and you guys will be able to see the kind of speeds that I'm able to hold because the tires. One. Number two, traction. Fantastic traction. I am not very familiar with off-road tires as such. Totally new to it, if you ask me. I've been on the roads for about 15 to I guess 17 and a half years. 17 and a half years I've done road riding, and I have had a lot of tires swapped on my motorcycles. I changed the factory tires to certain other brands and I tried them, but then never really tried knobbies, because knobbies don't work well on the road. They are a little too loud. They don't help you, you know, the motorcycle's handling and the geometry, everything changes if you have knobbies on them. And there's a big learning curve with knobbies. And so never really thought about knobbies as an alternative, as an option for any of those road motorcycles that I had. The last 3 years that I've been riding on the Himalayan, the first half year or almost a year, I was on my stock Seat tires, and they were pretty good. They saw me throughout South India. I've done extensive riding in South India, but never really had any issues. Not one time did I have issues with the tire until the tread started to recede, and then is when the tire started showing up its character. If you ask me, I had 3 sets changed in a time span of 15,000 kilometers. 3 sets in 15,000 kilometers. So for all the fellows who talk about a tire's lifespan and they are a little upset because their tires have only run 20,000 kilometers, I have nothing to say to them. It's because they haven't really understood what you mean by traction. Traction is a totally different matter, and longevity is a totally different matter. They're two totally different things. The more traction you have, the more safe you are on road. And this is where I think a lot of Indian riders need to educate themselves. They need to understand that traction and motorcycling goes hand in hand. Not the case with four-wheelers. So 5,000 to 8,000 is a decent lifespan for the stock Seat tires, or for the guys in the West, the Pirelli MT 75s, I believe, 75 or 60, I don't really remember the exact model. But that's a very good tire. Nothing that I would wish to take from it. Now, coming to why did I swap? I started with my front, unlike most fellows who think that the rear tire matters more than the front. To me, it was the other way around. To me, I wanted more traction on the front. I was not really very particular about changing the rear tires because I'm okay with sliding. I don't mind sliding, but that is in the rear. But in the front, if I start jamming the brakes and the front slides, man, oh man, you are definitely asking for trouble on off-road terrain. Off-road and front giving away, or the front going off, the front sliding, is almost asking for a death wish, especially when you do descents on mountains or hills. You need tires that hook up, that grip, and that help you squeeze your brakes hard, trusting the tire. So knobbies do a great deal of a favor to you if you do a lot of off-road riding. That includes slush, mud, all sorts of crap, and nothing like a hardcore off-road tire. This is a motocross tire from Ralco, and Ralco is an Indian brand that is doing that makes a lot of tires, a lot of varieties for pittance. They charge nothing for the kind of rubber that they offer, and I was a little skeptical when I got this tires because it came a little too cheap, and I am guessing around 2,800 Indian rupees, and that was a little too cheap for anyone to trust the credibility of the tire. Road, off-road, name it, I've done it. Almost worn. Almost. I only have a center knob. The neighboring ones have all taken a beating, a real hard beating. Not because of off-road riding, only because of on-road riding. With India, the sad truth is you have to ride hundreds and hundreds of kilometers to get to nice, lovely spots. Off-road spots, unless and until you're like Shiva, who lives close by to nature like this. You have to do a lot of on-road riding to get to off-road spots, and so the tire wear is a lot more accelerated. And now I got my front sorted. I was very confident with braking, jamming the brakes if need be, and I never really had my front sliding. To add to that, when I completely lost the tread on my rear tire, that is a Seat, I got myself completely, by that I mean my third set, which lasted about 5,600 kilometers, I remember very clearly. I swapped my rear tire to Timsun TS820. I am repeating, the model's name is Timsun TS820. And again, there's truckloads of reviews on this tire. This is not exactly an authentic pattern, an original pattern. This is a copy of a Dunlop, I believe. Dunlop pattern model, I don't really remember. But then again, Timsun is a Chinese manufacturer. Fantastic quality, amazing rubber. And man, what a performer, what a performer. I could just go on and on and on. This is a 130/90/17, so the profile ratio is slightly bigger, than about 1 centimeter wider than your stock Seats. So this will definitely increase the seat height. It'll push the motorcycle by about 1.5–2 centimeters a little upwards. So yeah, of course the height of the vehicle will be altered, not to a point where the riding dynamics gets completely affected. It's almost the same. If you are good at picking things up and working around it, then this ought not to be a problem. Not too much of a difference in the geometry of the motorcycle. Always am keen on getting the right things done to be able to learn something well. It's like having the right tools to do the right job. So this is by far the biggest difference when it comes to off-road riding. Your stock Seat tires offer you fantastic grip, but they don't help you do all sorts of things. All sorts of things, by that I mean rock, sand, mud, wet mud, slush to some extent, foliage, leaves like this. This terrain is also tricky. It's also tricky. High speed, squeezing the brakes. You're definitely asking for a slide here because of the leaves on the ground. So yep, that's a versatile tire. Helps you with almost anything and everything. Helps you do all sorts of terrain and makes a pro out of you. Not exactly a 100% off-road tire. It's not a very buzzy tire on road as well. Unlike the front is extremely buzzy. This isn't. This keeps you going without making much of a fuss on road. But when you come to off-road terrain, you're surprised at the kind of grip that this offers compared to the stock tires. This digs in, and you almost always have traction. You almost always have traction. Lower the air on this, the pressure, and you can do just about anything. You can climb and do all sorts of things if you're good with your throttling, that is, if you have decent skill. That's the whole of it. I'm not going to be boring you with the other options available out there, is because I haven't really tried much and I don't want to comment on the other tires out there. I have seen Apollo tires on Himalayan. I've seen Timsun tires on Himalayan. That is not this one. There's another model called Timsun TS822. I have seen Ralco on Himalayan. I have seen Pirellis on Himalayan. I have seen the stock Seats on Himalayan. And my combination that I run on my motorcycle, that is the Timsun and the Ralco. I think I have nailed it. My Himalayan handles better than any Himalayan that I've ridden. So that's the whole of it for this video. Hope this was in some way helpful. I'm not a specialist on tires. I'm not somebody who can comment on all sorts of grip and related stuff and traction, but this is strictly personal experience. If it helps, it helps. That's all that I think about. My channel is not for marketing myself or all the mods that I've done onto my Himalayan. My channel was a byproduct of the devastating corona. It came about in the being because I had sufficient time in my hands and I did not really know how to go about entertaining me and keeping my head in the right space. And I was on the motorcycle every single day. I was working on it. I would take it to all sorts of places, and I thought it's high time that I start sharing what I know with the world, and this is what it is. My first set of dedicated off-road tires, mine. I have ridden motorcycles with off-road tires, but then again never really bothered to dig deep into it. It's because I had road vehicles with me. This is my first off-road motorcycle, and these are my first set of off-road tires. I think I have ridden a lot of other motorcycles with a lot of other pairs, and I always find my motorcycle's traction better. And so if this helps, it helps. Like I always say, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I shall see you on the next one. Ciao.